There's an annual bill of £180 that, for a particular group of UK households, they don't have to pay. The money isn't claimed automatically. You have to ask for it, and the rules around it are quietly catching people out year after year. It's the TV license. The annual fee, currently £180 for a colour license, that funds the BBC and is required by law for anyone watching live television or using BBC iPlayer. For households where someone is 75 or over and someone receives pension credit, the TV license is free, completely free. One license covers everyone living at that address, regardless of their age. Over a typical retirement, that's well over £1,000 in saved license fees. Real money on a fixed income. But here's the catch most people don't realize. The household qualifies even when those two people, the 75 or over person and the pension credit recipient, are not the same person. Get the rule right, and the free license is yours. Get it wrong, and you can spend years paying a fee you didn't have to. Stay with me, because two things decide whether your household gets this free license. The first is the couple's rule, and almost everyone gets this wrong. The second is what to do if nobody in your household currently gets pension credit, because, as you might have guessed by now, there's a route in even from there, and it can be worth far more than the TV license alone, right? The basics. The TV license in the UK is the annual fee you pay to watch or record live television on any channel, or to use BBC iPlayer to watch or download programs. In 2026, the standard colour license costs £180 a year. A black and white license is £60 and 50 pence dollars, though almost nobody uses those anymore. And if you're registered as blind or severely sight impaired, you can claim a 50% discount, bringing the cost down to £90. The license is renewed annually. You can pay it in one lump sum, by monthly direct debit, or by quarterly payments. But here's the part that concerns this series. If you're 75 or over, and someone in your household receives pension credit, you don't have to pay for it at all. This was a major policy change. Until the 1st of August 2020, all households with someone aged 75 or over got a free TV license automatically. The BBC funded that universal scheme. Then, in August 2020, the rules changed. The BBC restricted the free license to over-75s who received pension credit saving the BBC several £100 million a year and ending the universal free license for older people that had been in place since 2000. It caused a national outcry, but the change went through, and the rules have been the same ever since. As of 2026, the eligibility is exactly this. The license is free if both these things are true. 1. Someone in your household is 75 or over. 2. That same person or their partner who lives at the same address receives pension credit. That can be guarantee credit, savings credit, or both. One license covers everyone at the address, regardless of their age. So if a 76-year-old qualifies for the free license, their 30-year-old grandson, who also lives there, is covered too. And here's the part that catches people out. The couple's rule I promised. Most people read, you have to be 75 and on pension credit, and assume both conditions apply to one person. That is wrong. Let me make it concrete. Picture a couple. The husband is 78. He doesn't receive pension credit on his own record. His wife is 73. She does receive pension credit because of how their income breaks down between them. Does the household qualify? Yes. The husband is over 75. The wife receives pension credit. Same address. The household qualifies for a free TV license. Now flip it. The husband is 73. He receives pension credit. His wife is 78. She doesn't receive pension credit. Same household, different breakdown. Does the household still qualify? Yes, because someone in the household is 75 or over. That's the wife. And someone in the household receives pension credit. That's the husband. Both conditions are met, just by different people. The two requirements don't have to be met by the same person. They just have to both be true within the household, between two partners living at the same address. This is the rule that costs people the most money, because couples who assume both conditions have to apply to the same person, when one of them doesn't tick both boxes, simply don't apply, and they pay £180 a year that they didn't have to. So if you're a couple, and any one of you is over 75, and any one of you is on pension credit, apply. A quick warning, because this is where many people also get caught out. Attendance allowance does not qualify you for a free TV license. Lots of people assume that any disability benefit will count. It doesn't. Only pension credit, in any of its forms, opens this door. If someone in your household receives attendance allowance but not pension credit, the TV license is still chargeable. But, and this is the key insight, receiving attendance allowance often goes hand in hand with being entitled to pension credit. Because the severe disability addition we covered in video 1 significantly raises the pension credit threshold. So if attendance allowance is in the picture, take another look at pension credit. The two often unlock each other. Now, the second open loop I planted at the start. What if no one in your household currently receives pension credit? This is where the bigger story sits. The Department for Work and Pensions estimates that around 910,000 UK households are eligible for pension credit and have never claimed it. If you're in that group, and many over 75s on modest incomes are, then claiming pension credit isn't just about a few pounds a week of cash. It opens the door to the entire chain of gateway benefits we've covered across this series. The warm home discount, council tax reduction, help with NHS dental costs, and of course the free TV license. The example used in published retirement guidance illustrates this perfectly. A man called Brian turned 75 and kept paying his £180 TV license because he assumed the rules hadn't changed and that age alone would unlock it. After a benefits check, he applied for pension credit and was awarded £14 a week. As soon as that pension credit was in payment, he applied to TV licensing for the free Over-75 licensee, saving him another £180 a year on top of the pension credit itself. That's around £728 a year in pension credit, plus £180 in TV license savings. Over £900 a year, every year, that he was missing. So if you're over 75 and you're paying the TV license, the first question is the obvious one. Have you ever checked pension credit? Because that single check, 20 minutes on the phone, could unlock not just the TV license, but everything else. The pension credit claim line is 0800 991 234. The full walkthrough of how to claim pension credit is the very first video on this channel. Right. Now, assuming you're 75 or over and someone in your household is on pension credit, how do you actually claim the free TV license? This is the most important thing to know. The free license is not automatic. Just because someone in your household qualifies doesn't mean the free license appears. You have to apply. Step 1. Go to the TV licensing website at tvlicensing.co.uk and look for the Over 75 section. Or call them on 0300 790 6117. If you find the website difficult, Age UK has a free older customer line for advice on this at 0800 232 1382. Step 2. Tell them you want to apply for the free TV license on the basis that you or someone in your household is over 75 and on pension credit. Step 3. They will then verify with the Department for Work and Pensions that the pension credit award is in place. This is automatic. You don't have to send them a copy of your pension credit letter unless they ask. But it helps to have the letter on hand. Step 4. Your existing license is cancelled and a free one is issued. If you've already paid part of the year, you may be entitled to a refund for the remaining months. TV licensing will process this as part of the application. One useful detail: if you're 74 and already on pension credit, you can apply for the free license early. TV licensing will cover you with a temporary arrangement until your 75th birthday, then convert it to the full free license. So you don't have to wait until the day you turn 75. A few special cases worth knowing: if you live in a residential care home, you may be covered by something called the ARCTV license, the Accommodation for Residential Care Licensee, which is held by the care home itself, not by you personally. It costs just £7.50 a year. The care home applies for it. If you're a resident in a care home and someone is asking you to pay a separate TV license on top of your fees, ask the home manager whether the ARC license applies. If your partner who held the TV license passes away, the license stays in place until it expires. You can then either reapply if you still qualify or transfer the license to your name. Call TV licensing to arrange it. If you move house, the license moves with you, but you need to update your address online or by phone. And in Northern Ireland, the process is slightly different. The pension credit phone line for Northern Ireland is 0808 100 6165. TV licensing handles the license side the same way as it does for the rest of the UK. One quick protection before we finish, because TV license scams are now genuinely common. The real TV licensing will never text you asking for an immediate payment to avoid prosecution. They will never email you asking you to confirm your details by clicking a link. They will not demand payment over the phone with the threat of arrest. If you get any of those, it's a scam. Delete the message. Hang up. And here's the most important thing: if you genuinely qualify for the free TV license, no scammer can take that away from you. Your address is on the system. Pension credit is verified directly with the DWP. If something arrives demanding payment from you and you've been issued a free license, ignore it. But do check the TV licensing website yourself to make sure your free license is still in date. So, 2 things to do today. First, if you're 75 or over and you're currently paying a TV license, check whether anyone in your household is on pension credit. If yes, apply for the free license today. If no, check whether you might qualify for pension credit. Both conversations can happen in the same week. Second, if you have a parent or grandparent who's 75 or over and you're not sure of their situation, ask them. The number of households quietly paying a £180 fee, they didn't have to, is in the hundreds of thousands. Now, one more piece of money sitting unclaimed for many of the same households. If you're married or in a civil partnership, and one of you pays basic rate income tax while the other doesn't earn enough to pay any tax at all, there's a quiet adjustment to your tax codes that can be worth up to £252 a year, and it can be backdated by 4 tax years, which means a successful claim today could put over £1,000 in your account in a single payment. It's called the marriage allowance. It is massively underclaimed, especially by retired couples, where one partner has only the state pension and the other has a modest private pension on top. And it's the next video. Subscribe so it lands in front of you, because every April these rules change, and the people who stay informed are the ones who don't get left behind. This channel is for general information only. We are not affiliated with the BBC TV licensing, the DWP, HMRC, or any government body, and nothing here is personal financial advice. All figures are current at the time of recording and can change, so always confirm your own situation at gov.uk with TV licensing directly, or with a free advisor such as Citizens Advice or Age UK.